our ceremony, we're gonna have the exchange of rings, a sign of their unity. You can just say that, but if you read the prayers, it basically says it without even having to say that. So there's no need to explain what we're gonna do, unless there's something out of the ordinary or something like that. Before I forget, with regard to the unity candle, it used to be, I'm not sure how you do it in your respective parishes. When people first started doing this, and it's not, you don't have to do it in a wedding either, but if you do it, people used to have, like you said, the parents come up, or the two mothers, I guess, come up.
Mothers
Or parents, they light the two end candles. It used to be that after the exchange of rings or whatever, the bride and groom would then come up and they would blow out the two, light the middle one and blow out the two. I think it's much better to keep all three lit.
We do, we keep them all lit.
And most, I think mostly do, because it used to say, well, you blew out the two, meaning that we're no longer two, but we're one. But what I also sometimes say, even in the context of, I do want to do a little explanation about it, the two still maintain their individuality and who they are, and yet they're one and blessed by God in a unique way. That's the symbolism here.
One of the things I also do when we do the unity candle, they go do that, is the way it's set, and I explained now that the two are lighting their unity candle, and I usually explain that this is the light, it also represents the light of Christ in their marriage, and I will lift the candle and I have them both hold the candle during the song, whatever song's being done. And then I kind of back away, and they both hold the candle, the unity candle, up together, because it's like the three. It's symbolism. And then partway through the song, usually I take it away from them, because they're like, candles start shaking. And put it down, but it gives them a beautiful, one of the things you think about too is later on in their life as they flip through their wedding album, think of the picture they're gonna have as they recall them both holding that candle. And that's why you make sure you step away, so you're not necessarily in that picture. And it's not only works well that way, but works well going forward for them. So you kind of think of the whole thing. One of the things I like to explain to them when we're doing marriage prep too, is that these are the rites of the church, and also the whole prep that you are actually celebrating the sacrament together, where we're the official witnesses, and all those kind of things. But I always explain to them, I said, your parents have a lot to say about the reception. You have a right to say among all these options and things within the liturgy, you have the right to say that, your parents do not. I said, that's obviously your choice, but I always give them that choice. I said, remember, this is your sacrament with your God, and do what works for you. And if I explain that to them going in, usually what they've picked and selected is really very personal and really works well for them.
I just wanted to say, I forgot to mention one thing, and I think it's really important because I've seen it the other way. Frank included himself as part of the assembly. When he was talking to them, he was saying, and we are all that.
Very important. Homilies are,
Yeah.
or in celebration, So it's not, what you must realize it's what we must realize. Basically, all of a sudden, the inclusiveness, isn't there?
Yeah.
On page 24 in the red book, if you look at that, in John